sunglasses. It made a world of difference. I want to get some clip-ons. I don't even give a fuck. I think about getting some clip-ons.
I think I actually have some in my car, and I don't
really?
use. Yeah.
You don't even have glasses.
No.
Why do you have them?
It just gets the sun's like shitty. Then I could just like have sunglasses.
Oh, you just have sunglasses.
No, the little clip-ons. So I have like double sunglasses.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I can give you the clip-ons.
Yeah, I put black construction paper on my glasses. That really blocks the sun.
It does. Anyway, welcome back.
We're fucking back.
I'm sorry, Wright. Wright, are you even listening?
Oh, sorry about that. I mean gummy bears.
I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad.
I didn't want to believe in myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy, just crazy.
Huh? Nick? What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh?
Imagining stuff. Don't worry.
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
No, he did it in an elevator.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't believe your nightmare.
But what?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge! Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL-6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is. Oh, fuck! What is wrong with me? Oh, fuck.
God damn.
Shit.
I've been playing this character for like 40 episodes
I know,
now.
I don't know what the fuck happened, man.
It is correct. And testify about this matter to the court.
Literally 40 episodes. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work.
Please. Please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, dropping us in an elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. What did stop them fighting? A moment later, there was a single gunshot, and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
I was stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out. I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made!
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
A day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials.
What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Kommer was the prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case.
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
So we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Earthquake, you say?
So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes. Myself, my father, and Yoni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue.
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... just then something heavy fell at my feet.
What was it?
A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yoni Yogi's. Safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But it was getting so thick. I panicked. So you're saying you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream.
The gun fired once.
Yes. Yes. I think. So many characters, man.
I know, I got you.
I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, if I could in my head, every day, a gunshot, a horrible scream.
The scream.
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Oh. Well, you didn't fucking do it. You didn't press it!
Damn it.
Oh!
The last statement, you gotta press it.
I'm gonna get it, hold up.
To this day.
Yes. I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream, as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick.
Alright, what are you presenting?
Okay, I'm gonna look here.
Yeah, you can look at the evidence right now if you want. Or do you want to look at the statements first?
I'm gonna look here, okay.
Keep in mind we're looking at DL-6 stuff.
Right, just DL-6.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Alright, here's the file. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues were found on the scene. Gregory Edgeworth was the victim. He was a defense attorney trapped in the elevator from the lost trial with the son. Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet was found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Fired twice. It wouldn't have fired twice if he had just thrown it in it. It would make impact fire and then be done.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That's enough? Then look at the statements. If you think that's enough. Adding Yanni Yogi, court bailiff trapped in the elevator with Edgeworth, memory loss, oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancé Polly Jacobs committed suicide. You don't need to care about that right now. So you can look.
Yeah, one went there, one went there.
Okay, one went out the window and one went into his body.
Yeah.
Okay, then what are you presenting? Then look at the statements. I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. So you're gonna present the photo or the case file?
Oh, I guess the photo shows there's 2 shots.
Alright then.
But this also says there's 2 shots.
It says there's 2 shots, but as you said, there's a visual representation
Right, okay.
that there was 2 shots.
So there was only one gunshot.
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream, and everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony.
Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying there. But what do you mean a contradiction? Huh, Dick.
Just as I thought, the judge is clueless, as always. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo.
Aha!
Oh, that's a spider web.
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but 2 shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot?
This photograph does not seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, that has nothing to do with this incident.
But if there was a hole in it before, they would have had air coming in, and they wouldn't have been oxygen deprived.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Mr. Wright, you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident.
Yes.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof.
Oh, not right now. Not right now. You gotta continue.
Oh, right.
And then give it a pause.
What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident?
Yeah. So,
I think it's as simple as... As just what happened in the file, right? So, was oxygen depleted at the time of incident?
Yeah.
Only one bullet was found in the heart.
Okay. So.
It just has to be this.
Okay. And do whatever.
Your Honor, the answer is in this file.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the link between the bullet hole and the DL-6 incident?
Oh, fuck.
The case summary said that the elevator was deprived of oxygen, while the victim data said that 2 bullets were fired.
Okay, but then this comes back. You could easily contradict that because you don't know when the other bullet was fired. All you have.
Well, yeah, but you're still making the connection that it shows 2 bullet holes,
okay.
and there was 2 bullets fired.
Gotcha.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. 2! One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL-6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene!
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. What are you thinking?
What if it has?
What if it has?
What if the bullet was retrieved and it was fine because it just went through glass, and they use that same bullet to kill Robert Hammond?
You can't exactly fire a bullet twice. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly: that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father? Though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now!
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright. Oh, God.
Your Honor. I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Ah! It must exist. Second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist.
You just pulled it up for no reason.
But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there someone pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah! What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with him is... maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then I should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
This isn't going so well. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! Murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
the murderer came from outside, yes. The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer!
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. Can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, a usual event for the man. It was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take a vacation because of shock?
He took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL-6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
For what?
Von Karma!
Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there?
Ah,
You don't object.
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yeah, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it! I would have needed surgery now. Where did I go under the knife act, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me! Have him testify! Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's not use.
Edgeworth.
I know Von Karma. I was treated well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He's probably didn't undergo surgery. But wouldn't leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, you couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright. Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Yes, I can. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is this right here.
Oh my god.
It's this.
I didn't think you would figure it out immediately.
Yeah, he's gonna put it on his shoulder, dude.
Oh my god. Genius.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma?
Where did you get a metal detector from? Why does the defense have this?
I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse!
You refuse! But refusing this means... you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge! I call for a suspicion on this trial. This is an invasion of privacy!
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today.
God damn it, dude. What is wrong with you?
Sorry. Where to go?
It's right there.
Today!
Today!
Oh! It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL-6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL-6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet to Von Karma's shoulder was from DL-6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL-6 incident evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
No proof. You cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL-6 incident. And here is my final proof.
What proves that that bullet is a part of DL-6? Take a look at the DL-6 evidence. And the oxygen, earlier in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. There was no clues found on the scene. The victim was Gregory Edgeworth. He was one bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. The suspect was Yana Yogi, a court bailiff, trapped in the elevator with the Edgeworths, and we lost due to oxygen deprivation. There's other evidence. The DL-6 incident photo of the photograph at the scene of the murder. And the DL-6 bullet, taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, it still bears clear ballistic markings.
I mean, wouldn't all you have to do is take the bullet from his shoulder and compare it with this?
And see if it matches?
Yeah. But how...
That would make sense.
Could you get him to take it out of his shoulder?
I mean, if you say that they could be the same, and you have a bullet that could be the same as the one in the shoulder, he's kind of forced to undergo surgery to get that bullet out.
Dope.
It's not like he's like, nah, I don't want it.
Yeah, that's a bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL-6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. And I'm not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! Oh, stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed!
Mr. Von Karma?
Edgeworth! Edgeworth, only you were there to find me! So, it was you! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! 15 years earlier, Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. Sorry, but you will have to be paralyzed. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I have ever known. Me, paralyzed! It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and may have felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job! Bring it into this miserable charade! Now! End it!
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Cobra looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right.
Yep. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Woo-hoo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. I'm talking Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all!
Butter!
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth! Congrats!
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar if no one was there.
You were with us on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let's bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me?
Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Keontae. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming.
Oh, Richie, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Angie! Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? It's unusual for you.
Harry Butts! You come along tonight too, my tree pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he said treat, that's not like police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. No, Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
Edgeworth. You didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was up against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know!
Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
Hmm?
You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it!
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah! And you get worked up too easily, too.
Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me. Went the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time! Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? Still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye. What time is it? Ah! First trains for the mountains have already left. the station. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Dick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped. Mr. Grossberg, even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. It was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up.
Yeah, tell me what you're gonna present before you present it, because you only got one chance.
No, wait, what happens if you get it wrong?
Then you lose the scene.
Oh, just the scene, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you lose the whole damn thing.
How did Maya help with this case?
Well, she helped with the parrot. She asked the questions, right?
Anybody could have done that.
Huh?
Anybody could have done that.
True. Oh, this. She managed to grab it.
She did grab it from Von Karma.
Yeah, and without that, they never would have had the proof.
No, they would not have the other bullet. A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL-6. You were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm gonna complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Alright, the credits are gonna be rolling right now, but this is not the end of Ace Attorney 1. There's gonna be a bunch of scenes. There's gonna be end credit scenes in the middle that go by automatically, so pay attention for that, like right now.
Hey, pal. Miss Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Woo! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Okay, so, whenever this game originally came out on the Game Boy Advance, alright, in Japan, when it was ported to the DS, I'll talk about that later. Huh? Dick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Misty's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Well, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. When they ported it over to the DS, they added a new case. so there's a extra 5th case in the first Ace Attorney game that was only added in the DS version.
Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. Who knows? Not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
So this new case will include like a bunch of capabilities that is only on the DS, like touchscreen and stuff like that. Which is also included in this Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. Oh, you should know I've been taking over management at the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. For this new remake, the HD version of the 8th Attorney trilogy, they added this new 5th case. So we're going to be playing through that 5th case before we do anything else.
Ahem! Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Oh yes, me as unnecessarily was it not. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see.
I see. Interesting.
So yeah, this is the base game so far, but basically huge end credit scene.
Phoenix Wright. See an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like that.
Did you know they finally putting some of his older movies on the DVD box set they need so you can buy nowadays? And that's all I know. What is the DVD? And why do they use 3 letters for just about everything these days? How am I supposed to keep it all straight anywhere?
Oh god. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess's suit. I sure know Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public light till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Why do you talk so fast?
Your delivery was slower, but he actually does talk a bit faster than that.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Alright, so that's all. What do you think about Turnabout Goodbyes?
I liked it.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked it. I guess I think it's like the best like overall story.
Yeah.
For sure. I would say like the other ones had like a better like they had more fun characters involved.
Well, there weren't many new characters.
There weren't many new characters in this one.
Yeah.
But it had the best story. Still not crazy about the caretaker's case. His parrot.
I don't know why you're so up about that. That makes total sense to me. If you had like a very a very close loved one pass away, and then you get a pet, so you know, to remember the good times that you had.
Stupid.
I think
You had a fiance, okay? Her name's okay, like me. Savannah. Savannah dies.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm getting this bird. I'm naming the bird Savannah to remember her. Absolutely not. That's weird.
What if you got like a dog? Or like,
Dog named Savannah? No, it's weird. Come here, Savannah. Come here,
Savannah bad.
Yeah.
You're constantly No, that's weird. That is weird.
Oh, I find it kind of endearing.
Well,
They would do that.
that'd be my only complaint.
And plus, he does have like memory issues about that time. So
Does he, or did he fake it?
He faked most of it. I think the part that like between the time, like of course he will remember DL-6 all the time because he made his parents remember it. He made the safe code it. You know, like everything about his life was DL-6.
Right.
So of course he would remember that, but probably like other stuff, he probably lost his memory about it. You know.
Nah, I think that's stupid. I'll stand by that. But I liked the case. Von Karma being the killer, awesome.
Yeah, you wanted a plot twist. You got your plot twist.
Yeah. Why is his name? What's the significance of this name?
Okay. Yeah. His name, it could be a play on words of man freed from karma, because he killed somebody and was able to go free of it for several years. So he's freed from karma.
Okay.
He's also his name is Manfred something, which could also be a play on words of the Red Baron. Who was his full name was Manfred something or whatever. You know the Red Baron, the guy,
Pizza, yeah, pizza guy.
the pizza guy. Yes. He people say that he was a very aggressive, bold type of person. He basically had the same personality as Von Karma.
Gotcha.
So that's probably why his first name is Manfred.
And what goes around comes around.
Indeed.
He eventually got caught.
He did.
Got.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like.
I think
yeah.
they go in order. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Turnabout Goodbyes is definitely like my top 5 cases of the series.
How many cases are there?
Like 40 something, 45, 50. 50. It's 50
There's 50 cases.
in the entire series. Yes.
How many games are there? I thought there's only 2.
No, not even close.
How many Ace Attorney games are there?
There's 11.
11?
Yes. There's 11 games.
What? So that's the first one, technically.
Technically, yes. That was the first one.
So the 5th one's basically like a bonus one, kind of.
Yeah, the 5th case in this one, yeah, is basically a bonus case.
Gotcha.
With an entirely new plot line. It goes into some arcs of other characters, but overall, it's a new plot line.
New plot line. Like, it does. So it isn't like canon to the rest of the game?
No, it's canon. Yeah, it's 100% canon.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll get into that in the next episode. The new case, which is called Rise from the Ashes.
Rise, Phoenix, rise, rise from the ashes.
Yeah. So, thank you for joining with us for this quite a long episode, but it's the case everybody likes, so you gotta have a long episode. So, take care, everybody. Love you. It's a faulty squirter.
What?
It was,
Did you just call me a faulty squirter?
Yes, I did.
Subscribe, dislike.